What's up, boy?
What's up, cuz? Y'all heard what I said. Sports Entertainment Podcast. Guys, Tough, Darn, Swish, Diesel D. NBA episode.
I'm not surprised about Philly.
What you say you was surprised?
I'm not surprised about Philly because Philly got the same, what's the name of the Lakers?
True.
I'm surprised Brooklyn number 2 in the East though, with Kyrie missing hella games.
Yeah, man.
I'm surprised about that.
It's over.
And disappointment, Toronto.
Damn.
Number 10 in the East right now.
Because they not playing at home. They playing at
Tampa.
Tampa.
Oh.
They not in the six.
They gotta play in Tampa.
And I ain't got no Drake in the game.
Damn. So we finishing giving out our quarter through the season awards. I want to move on to some WNBA news. Did y'all see Candace Parker sign with her hometown team, Chicago Sky?
Damn, they nice.
Good ass move for them.
They got a nice roster.
Think they the favorites?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How big a loss is this for the Sparks?
A big one.
Yeah, this one hurt.
Now.
Is that what saying? They only got Nectar left, so.
I want to say it's that big. If Naka could come back like her MVP season, which Candace Parker missed that whole season, basically.
But remember,
I think
also,
they'll be okay.
they don't have some of the people that they used to have. Like, no Christy Towers. No Elena Baines.
She ain't coming back yet.
I don't even know if Cheneva playing.
Damn. Chrissy Tyler is on it though, right? She just opted out of the season.
And you see on Chicago now, you got Sleep giving Candace Parker the ball.
Vanderstein.
Still quickly, the Shells. It's got a bunch of people on Chicago now. I got some other. It's funny. It's some funny news, really. But if y'all don't know, go watch Inside NBA. That's the best pre-game, post-game show. One of the funniest shows.
The best sports show out, man. Especially Ernie's fucking Nito Stat of the Night. Sullied by no sponsorship since 1989, as Dr. O'Neil would say. And
I saw some funnies the other day. Go with Shaq when he was talking about Cody Rhodes from AEW saying getting ready to burst him. This man, they asked him to show him his finisher. This man started punching the glass in between the people.
He said he wants to see my finisher. I said I do like.
What he said that bitch was called?
Oh, social distance. What he called
But
it?
then he said it was so yeah, but that's something so I think.
Move over this way, Ernie. I don't want you to get hurt. So the black tomato, actually I don't want to, break this last, but the black tomatoes is when I take the ball and I act like I'm coming through like this and then I.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Oh.
I got you.
Okay,
hey,
that's
quite enough. We get it.
Right?
We get it.
That's what I'm gonna do to you, Cupcake Cody. You feel that power?
That more like that ain't no tornado. That's like the wind blowing.
That is some very impressive plexiglass.
COVID rules, man. COVID rules.
You're right.
Put a mask on?
It's fake.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm gonna do to you, Cupcake Cody.
The black tornado. Shaq, how you feel about the AEW NBA connection?
I think it's funny.
I think it's smart.
It is smart.
Because both on one TNT.
Hella into promotion between TNT.
That's
Shaq doing his promo, Cody doing his promo. There is a announced match. Cody Rhodes will team with Red Velvet to go up against Dr. O'Neil and Jay Cargill. Shaquillicus. He called Cody. You sound like a little girl.
With your blonde hair.
Part of this is Shaq. I said tonight that you are one of my favorite players, but you don't have what it takes to get to the next level. I said it on purpose. I want you to hear it. What do you have to say about that?
All right. That's it.
That's it?
All right. That's it.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
I want you to hear it.
I've been hearing, Shaq, I've been hearing that since my rookie year. I'm just going to get better and do what I do.
Good.
At the end of the day.
Well, that's what I want you to hear you say.
There was talk about you coming back for the playoffs last year, so you really just been working on your game, trying to get back your timing and conditioning, really, to be honest, correct?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What you do to me? anything.
You know you been saying stuff, but we don't know you saying it.
I've never seen anybody give you just a one-word answer, man. What's up?
Hey, man, I don't care. Y'all know
Underdog, put that picture of Chuck's face on the t-shirt.
Hey, I don't get sensitive about these guys. Y'all know how I feel about
I'm just
them.
saying, man.
Stand by my message. So, all the big guys that can't jump, that can't run, all you got to do is continue to work hard, continue to play, and you can possibly
This guy is one of the best.
Awesome. No, he ain't one of Stop it.
He's one of the best.
Hey, the guy's in
Hey, stop
He's
it.
one of
No,
the
he's
best
not.
players.
No, he's not.
He's won
Hey,
two
not averaging
defensive
11.
player of the year.
Listen, I don't give
You
a
a
damn what he
hater,
won.
man.
Hey,
You a hater.
He ain't
Guy's
one.
been
Stop
defensive
it.
player of the year
Twice.
Come on.
Stop it.
Listen, I
He's
told
one of
you.
the best players in the
As I
league.
told you earlier, if you played against Rudy Gobert, he'd be blocking your shot. Hurt little kids in the front row. He'd be
First of all-
blocking that little slappy hook you shot.
First of all, I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to another fellow champion. I don't care about no damn individual awards. I care about the team success. He ain't won no championships, so don't be putting
Rudy, man.
He make a, he act like
Hey, Rudy, man.
It's
you
supply and
let Rudy
demand,
live.
baby.
Hey, let Rudy live.
all the kids out there.
Let Rudy live.
All the kids out
Rudy
there
live,
watch Rudy
man.
Gobert. If you can do what he can do, you can get 200 million.
This is-
I stand by what I say.
This is
And
what
I
we
ain't
do at
backing down.
Entertainment Tonight.
And speaking of Shaq, Dr. O'Neal, do y'all really have a problem with him giving his honest opinion and criticism on the air?
No.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
How about
Speak your
Neil?
mind. Speak your mind. Like as we always say, well, as I say, I know he say, I'm only responsible for what I say, not how you comprehend it and take it. That's not. I'm not in control of your feelings.
Just go out there and play your game.
Yeah.
You know, like what he say, go Sean Ron.
I don't watch Shaq in the Coon.
Like I don't know, but Gobert been balling since Shaq really was getting busy. If you can average 11 points, you can get 200 million. Alright, he was getting in his ass, but I don't have no problem with Shaq saying what he said. Like it's 2021, we live in a generation of feelings. Like if somebody don't agree with what you say, they ready to cancel you and they want you fired because they feelings hurt, man. You don't see Chuck up there crying to the network, man, I'm tired of Shaq telling me I ain't got no ring. It's reality. It's not like he not telling the truth. You either take it or you don't take it. So y'all need to stop being fucking crybabies.
I don't know.
Y'all heard what I said.
I don't have no issue with it, but older players can't really. I don't really think they can speak too much on how these generational hoopers are because it was different back then. They
I
were
agree
tougher
with
back
that.
then.
I agree with
You
that.
feel me? They were tougher back then. Bad boy Pistons, you look, they was tough. They was really out there trying to fight.
Trying to
each other.
hurt people.
Yeah, you feel me? Trying to hurt one another. Nowadays, it's baby shit.
Like
you
John
can't
Wall
even.
said.
Yeah, you feel
But
me? You can't even touch 'em.
I also feel like I understand, but I kind of disagree because it's just like it's like an OG thing. These are the guys that came up for you. Like yeah, y'all may have revolutionized the game now, but these are the guys that paved the way. These guys, just like every other sense of history, the past went through way much more shit to get the way they have than y'all have. They made it easy for y'all, and sometimes they give their criticism and their opinion, y'all getting their feelings and act like they did something to y'all, but all they really did was talk and just say some real shit
How
to
he
you.
felt.
But are they living up to their expectations or are they living up to the player expectations? Because Shaq expects a lot out of a lot of play. Like, prime example, why the fuck he out? Why was he going at Dwight out? And he
I
had
don't
to go
know why
at
he was going at Dwight. That's when I don't
He pick
disagree
and
with.
choose players that he want to go at.
He wants Dwight to be as good as him, but everybody are not like you, Shaq. Dwight is good at what he does. A double machine.
Had the name Superman, is that it?
Yeah,
That's all it
name's
is.
Superman.
That's all it is. Like Rudy Gobert, he's supposed to. If you get that much money, you supposed to ball the fuck out. But Shaq be thinking everybody that's a center is supposed to live up to
Supposed to be
his
what he-
expectations.
yeah.
They can't. You were the most dominant center when you were playing. And when you got to the end of your career, you started going to different teams. You started to not do shit. You went to Phoenix. The sun was supposed to rise in Phoenix. That motherfucker ain't rising Phoenix.
I mean, I can't say that was Shaq's fault because Shaq was still an all-star Jabberwocky in the
He
Phoenix.
made
He
he
was
had
getting
when he
busy.
went to Cleveland, it was a different story.
And Boston.
Cleveland,
No,
Boston.
Boston,
that
Boston,
nigga
he just done.
Boston, he was pulling his Udonis ass from in Boston.
Boston, he was just on a reserve list.
Yeah.
They just need somebody to fill a roster spot.
But these older players be having these young, they be having expectations for these young players and what they want them to do because of that name and the team they play for. I mean, you can come at Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, but they just had an 11-game win streak. And both of them was doing something, so.
No, but I always agree with him sometimes, and I always disagree.
Yeah, like I said, I'm
some stuff that Charles say, I be like, the fuck is you talking about?
Charles
Some
say
shit that
dumb
Kenny
shit.
say,
They
I be
all
like, what
say
you talking
dumb
about?
stuff at
Some
point.
stuff that Shaq say,
I'm like,
I agree. Then I be like, no, you just think they supposed to do what you want.
Like the other
they
day,
said sometimes Shaq talk out of body.
But
Like the
I
other
agree
day.
with him. Even though Donovan Mitchell is my man, I agree with him. Donovan Mitchell's not a superstar. He a star.
Like remember last?
He better get doubles and other stats like that. So they said once you
Might
start
be
getting them
exactly
other
right.
stats, then you'll be considered a superstar. Right now,
Yeah.
you're just a star.
Like, I understand they probably wanted him to be nicer about it, but he didn't say no shit he didn't believe wasn't the truth. And I just feel like Donovan Mitchell, he took it softly. He got emotional about some words.
He said, "Okay."
Like, yo, don't let that shit
all he
affect
said.
you. Yo, you keep going out on the court and go be a superstar until they stop saying shit. You don't act like a punk and just stop talking to him while he's still talking to you. That's the feelings of this generation of feelings. He's young, so. Maybe it's me because I'm older, but I understand from both sides.
No said, okay.
yeah, and some of them don't want to take the criticism.
Yeah, you can't want to be in the game knowing this criticism and don't want to take it. That's like a motherfucker getting into the game of professional basketball and not want to do interviews. You know that shit comes with it. You know LeBron knew he was going to have 50 mics in his face after every game.
Yeah.
You can't act like you didn't know you was getting to this shit.
Just like you know how players always talk about this, about how I'm this, how I'm that. We understand your confidence is high and you go out there and show it, but then at the same time when they criticize you, you can't take it, but you the same person that's talking about, yeah, I'm the best player at what I do.
You was the same person that was crying when they gave Ben Simmons Rookie of the Year. He not a real rookie, bro. That's the same thing you did. It's the same thing Shaq did. Like that's my thing. That's why I call it the generation of feelings. They can't take it when it's dished out.
And some of them take it, like Embiid. He took what he said. He told them. He diked them for their criticism on him.
So y'all
About him playing on the outside and not enough inside. Guess what Embiid still doing? Still playing on the outside sometimes.
So y'all think Donovan
still
Mitchell
shooting his
didn't take
three
the
sometimes, but
criticism
he's
just 'cause he
doing
said
better
okay?
than him.
No, he did. He just continued to play his game.
He said okay, and he was like, he been
He
hearing
said
that since
whatever,
his
he
rookie.
been keep hearing it.
And he just kept, I mean, you know, Shaq gonna say what the fuck he wants.
Yeah,
Like, you got 4 rings. You got any right to say, first off, you G14 classified.
No, I mean, you
got
say what you
G14
want to, but we
classification.
all saying the same thing. As Shaq continued to try to lighten up the conversation, you can see the move on Donovan get worse. And you clearly heard Shaq say, hey, I still appreciate the game, love you. You completely ignored him completely and said, thank you guys. You got in your feelings. Like, if you don't want to call a spade, don't call it a spade, but it's still going to take that book.
Yeah, but it is with certain players because they've been saying about Donovan Mitchell since his rookie year, since they saw he could score like that. Like when he was in the second season, Shaq and Chuck kept saying, "I need to see more of Donovan. I need to see you averaging almost like 30 a game."
But why
Like,
he
give him
doesn't
time.
have to
Like,
do
give him
that.
to do
Like,
that.
give him
That's what
time.
have to do that.
That's
They
what
have a
they
balance.
want.
That's what
I'm
they
saying.
want.
Like, give him time
They make the
to
playoffs
develop.
every season since he's been in the
Hey,
league.
He might could do
That's
that
what
in his
they
Like
want.
I said, I understand from both sides. Some people take shit differently. Like Embiid. Shaq and them got in Embiid ass. Did you see Embiid cry like a bitch? No, y'all right. I do need to be more
There's
aggressive.
some
You take
players that do
criticism the
that.
way it is.
Like another
If
player.
it's real, you don't get mad about it. You take it as what it is, and you get better to the point where they stop saying it. Do you see Shaq and them shit saying it no more? Because he's proven it on the court. You don't take that shit to heart.
Like y'all talking about Embiid, another player, he don't really say nothing. But Giannis, did you see when they were playing the Lakers and the Lakers beat him? This man Chuck gonna say something. Giannis need to post up or something. How you gonna tell this man what he need to do with this game? And he just won MVP 2 times in a row. And then him and Shaq kept going back and forth about that's not it. You know how Shaq.
I just don't agree. I feel like, and that's another. That's why I say I agree with both sides. Just like I agree with both of y'all. Like, remember last year that East Conference Finals, the Bucks and the Heat. They just had a better matchup. The Heat was a better match team. So no matter what Giannis did, they were ready for that. They were ready for that all season. So just telling him, oh, he should post up more, that he wasn't ready, this and this. I do agree he should have played because of the injury, but either way, I still think they would have lost that series based off of the way Miami was handling them in the first
Miami,
couple
he was
games.
just hot that whole since they got to the bubble, the Miami Heat were almost the hottest team basically.
But didn't they beat them in their regular season series?
Yeah, they stormed past the Pacers
They only
and
beat
then
them once, I think.
And the thing is about like the 2010 generation, something the stretch 4 and the stretch 5. A lot of people were stretching the floor, shooting more threes back then. Like Shaq, he just stayed down low.
Yeah.
So he be talking about John's strength is posting up and scoring easy buckets, easy layups. Now John's want to start shooting threes. They mad at John. They mad at John because he want to start trying to develop a 3-point shot.
How you gonna be mad at him because he want to change his own game? He's changing his game, but y'all trying to change how y'all want him to change.
But the way they saying the game, watching is that him shooting them threes at a low percentage is affecting them.
But this is what I don't understand.
Don't
you have to shoot the threes to get better?
Ben Simmons don't
Not
make nothing.
necessarily. He just won 2 MVPs without barely shooting.
Exactly, but like I'm saying, in your defense, you said he wants to develop his game. But then when he shoots the threes in the game, you complain. But doesn't he have to shoot them in game to get the experience to get better?
Yeah.
They criticize Ben Simmons for not making a 3, and then they criticize Ben Simmons when he shoots it during the game. And then when he make 1 during the game, you act like they act like they won a fucking championship.
And that's my point. People need to stop getting their feelings. Like the video they always show of Steve Kerr getting mad when Steph was dribbling that one time and then he shot the ball. And Steve Kerr was like, "Why you shoot? Good shot." You make them shut up with your game. Steph got to the point where you don't fucking say anything no matter where I shoot because I got this. I'm not gonna say, "Man, don't tell me where to shoot, Steve Kerr." I'm gonna just shoot that bitch, and when they go in, you won't shut up.
That's who the people that do stuff is always the superstar players.
You like everybody gets criticized. Y'all gotta know how to work with that.
Know how to take it.
Come
just
on,
walk
man.
and play. You're a professional athlete on a stage where you're always seen on TV. It's the NBA, the National Basketball Association.
Especially if you play for the Lakers or the Falcons.
Damn.
True.
Or the Celtics.
That's why they keep trying to push Jason Tatum.
We got one.
What?
Coach of the year right now.
Coach of the year.
Think about Coach of the year right now.
Doc Rivers.
Coach of the year right now. Doc Rivers.
Yeah, definitely Doc.
Rivers.
Especially because his voice a little clear. So you definitely know he came into the season focused.
I'm back with Tobias.
Yeah, I started smoking them cigarettes because my son finally went to New York, got him a new girl.
My son-in-law Seth over here with me. We can make some threes. Also, Doc, Quinn Snyder, and Ty Lue.
Yeah, you gotta get Quinn Snyder some love. Quinn Snyder to rock with them boys for a minute. I feel like I'm not gonna give Ty Lue no credit because he's in a Steve Kerr situation, and not to get on Ty Lue, but this is not the first time he's done this. The same thing in Cleveland. Like he just happens to fall into good ass teams. So I'm like,
I mean, but in a way, you can kind of say the same shit for Doc Rivers though, because he done had all these good ass teams that he done coached with. How many rings he won out of?
Who's that? Not with his new teams.
He ain't won one with the Clippers. The only time he won was with the Celtics. Exactly. So it's like he keeps having all these good ass right, but look at the teams he done had since he been with the Clippers. Look at the Clippers teams that he done had. Now you supposed to have, if you got a good ass team around you, you ain't really gotta coach that. We know what Philly gonna do.
Yeah, but and that, like
and he always
like you said, you don't really gotta coach that. That's why I don't really blame that on him. Because some of them Clippers teams, that was the niggas on the floor for. Chris Paul is the general on the floor, even when it's a coach.
Like,
sometimes it is just a player. It's happy always the coach.
Like my nigga, what else does Doc Rivers gotta do if we got a 3-1 lead? Like my nigga. Like y'all niggas can't finish one game for me?
Yeah, ever since they won that one championship, they always. I mean, people used to say that they thought Doc Rivers was overrated.
And that one championship, look what team they had. Look at the players that he had on that team.
That's like the same thing for me. If Nets just happened to win this championship, I'm not giving Steve Nash no credit. It wasn't what you know, it's who you know situation. This is why Steve Nash got the fucking job. He just happened to be like, yo, you want to have a ring?
Whole Phoenix Suns. He got the whole Phoenix Suns coaches there. He got fucking Mike D'Antoni over there, Amari Stoudemire over there, Steve Nash is over there.
That's all my niggas over there.
I'm gonna give him partial credit. Forget the Bear.
The bed.
No, I can't say that.
No, because the bed said he wanted out anyway. So them niggas already knew what they was doing. You think, you think he ain't
No, I'm
talking
gonna give
to
him partial
KD?
credit.
You still have to give him
I'm gonna go credit. You know why?
What?
Steve Nash knows the fundamentals of
If
basketball.
he used to them three, Harden as James Harden, who started learning how to pass ball, Harden as Kyrie, and KD.
That's cool.
That's still
But my nigga,
That's cool.
if you can put them three on a pickup team with
And
two
they
random
run
niggas,
anybody.
and they gonna run the fucking court for 3 hours without a coach.
But that don't mean that going to translate into winning.
But if they gonna run the shit for 3 hours, then they're winning. For 3 hours is what I'm saying.
All I'm saying
You don't
is,
know that though.
all I'm
You
saying
don't
is,
know that.
he's saying Steve
But I know
Nash.
with this
He's
person-
saying Steve Nash know the fundamentals of basketball. But if you got two niggas that won the MVP on your fucking team, what
That's
fundamentals
true.
do you need?
You have two more
Exactly.
MVPs on
You
your
got
I'm not
two
saying he
on your
can't
team.
coach. He can coach the rest of the guys, but let's be real. When one of those three are on the floor, them niggas are running the show. And you know Steve Nash has plays, but let's not act like almost every time James Harden is running the ISO. That's not a fucking play.
Or
That's just
Kyrie.
Harden running
I
ISO.
know that. That's why I said.
Which means that isolation doesn't need a coach to ISO. I don't need a coach to tell DeAndre Jordan to set a pick. And then I'm going to throw the oop to you.
Steve Nash was a pick and roll type point guard. That's what the fuck he was. So now what he trying to do is he trying to incorporate that shit. That's why DeAndre Jordan was so effective today.
That's what I'm saying. It's different in coaching. Just because you got superstars, I mean, you got coaches team. Like the same thing with the Zen Master, Phil Jackson. He had Shaq and Kobe, but he still ran the triangle offense to fucking perfection with Shaq, Kobe, and D. Fish. And he was running that bitch, passing it off to Ori on this side, Ray Fox on this side. So real coaches still know how to coach good ass players to learn this game, but these niggas is really just running ISO. They don't need no coach. They just need somebody to bring substitutions in.
And you heard the fucking man.
You heard what he said, Darren.
But this still is his first time as a head coach.
And what?
Still gotta get partial credit.
I'm gonna
What
whoop your
does
ass
that
now.
mean?
What you mean with that, man?
Why does he have to get partial credit?
Because with them three
Alright.
stars,
No, he
you
does
still
get
have
credit
to
because he is the
find
coach,
some type
so
of
he
way
gets
for
some type
all
of
three of them
credit.
to play together because they usually playing by
A
themselves
coach
with the
always
ISO
is
one.
going
What
to
is
get
hard-
credit,
what is-
but
So
still
with
he
all
had
three of them on the floor together,
two
you have to find a way
MVPs.
for them to play together.
I'm
be
pretty
satisfied
sure
all three
these
together.
motherfuckers didn't play the
With
All-Star game
money.
together. They didn't play the scrimmage game together. Come
But they
on now.
haven't played the whole season together.
And neither did Kyrie and KD. And on the first night, both of them went the fuck off. When you got people that's that dominant, you don't have to coach that. You don't have to coach that. No, you don't.
No, you don't. Not necessarily.
No, you
because
don't.
sometimes these players can
Just
find the
because you're
chemistry
so
by.
dominant don't mean
But
you don't have to
sometimes
be
these
coached.
people find the chemistry by yourself. How many times have we seen it'd be a duo that's always in the gym together after the practice is over? That's not coach telling them to do that. That's them putting their own work in. That's
But
them
I'm not
going over
talking
tape
about
together
the
by
three.
themselves
I'm
doing
talking
that. So they probably
No, Darren
open
is
their
talking
eyes.
about like
as a
schemes,
team,
rotations,
working with the other
like typical
players,
stuff
not
that coaches
just them
supposed to
three.
do.
Okay, but still, how you know they still not in the
I didn't say
meetings
that.
in the room telling coach, all right, coach, when me and KD on the floor, we gonna do this, and when you bring James, and we gonna do this. Let's not act like LeBron ain't over that bitch doing the same thing with Frank Bowie.
Why is it that?
Hey, you know what the answer going to be? How you know?
First off, how many games have these niggas, the three of them, played together since James Harden got traded there? Because if I'm not mistaken, almost
Almost every
each and every night, one of them
one of
misses
them
a
takes
game.
off. They only play like 2 games together.
They didn't announce James Harden was going to be wasn't playing until today. He just magically wasn't playing.
And now I guess KD gonna be out again tomorrow, right? And it's the first of the month, so Kyrie got like some
They're in
new
the back-to-back,
sage.
one of them ain't going to be
Kyrie
playing.
got like some new sage, so he's not gonna play one of these games.
Like, come on now. I don't want to hear that shit. Man, Steve Nash, I'm not giving Steve Nash no fucking credit.
Why not?
Because,
The Nets ain't accomplished nothing yet. Them three players ain't accomplished nothing.
first of all, why did James Harden want to go there? Because he already played with somebody. He just played with Russell Westbrook, who he played with in OKC. And what did they do? Nothing. So let me go over here with KD. First off, he already know KD is going to easily give you 30. So let me go over here with a nigga's going to easily give me 30. And let me go over here with a nigga that hit a game-winning shot in the finals against the Warriors. Like, yo, come on now, you're in a perfect
over there
situation.
talking for this nigga to say, I want to only go to Brooklyn, and then 2 weeks later, only go to Brooklyn? You think they wasn't already prepared
He wanted to
for
go
this?
to Brooklyn. He wanted to go to Philly. Why did he want to go to Milwaukee? He don't like Giannis. Him Him and Giannis always beefing, so why did he want to go there? I don't want to hear none of that shit.
What they got to do with Steve Nash coaching?
Steve Nash ain't coaching.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. You don't
He
have
has
to coach
nothing
that.
to do with it.
You don't have to coach that.
But I'm still saying they never played.
Frank
the whole
Vogel,
season
what Frank
together.
Vogel had to do that shit, he had to.
This is their first time playing a season together. They haven't accomplished nothing altogether.
Who? KD,
KD,
First-
Kyrie, and James Harden.
Kyrie got a ring. KD got
Why?
two of
Because
them.
of LeBron. And don't say
LeBron ain't hit that last shot.
I knew you was gonna say that.
So
last
how was that
shot,
because of LeBron?
Kyrie didn't get them to that.
One game.
So was the
one game both these niggas had 41.
When they was down 3-1, LeBron was the Finals MVP when they was still down 3-1 in that series. Kyrie didn't do nothing. Nobody else did nothing in that series until Game 5. That's the first time Kyrie did something.
Just like he needed Dellavedova too.
Locking up the
That's the first time he did something. Then LeBron averaged down triple-double in that series, basically.
Yes. And the game was like
2016,
36,
26,
37 a game.
And this is the time when I defend LeBron. They keep talking about that one shot that Kyrie did. What did Kyrie do games 1 through 4?
It wasn't about how he started. It's about how you finish. You think it was the wrong mindset. What did he do in game 1 through 4? Nigga, what did he do in games 5 through 7?
If LeBron
Get the championship.
If LeBron never came back to Cleveland, Kyrie would never made the playoffs.
It's always
Before
a lot
that
of,
season, they were still one of the worst teams in the league.
It's always a lot of ifs.
He talked about he didn't want LeBron on the team.
It's always a lot of ifs. The
Never
same
got a
way when the
ring,
Lakers
they
lost to the
playoffs.
Celtics in the finals while Andrew Bynum didn't play, they can say the next time when the Lakers beat the fucking Celtics, well, Kendrick Perkins didn't play. It's a lot of what ifs that didn't happen.
Perkins went on the
Always different. The NBA TV even
It's a lot of what
what
ifs you can say.
Yeah.
It's a lot of what ifs.
What if Robert Horry ain't hit that 3 at the top of the key against the Kings? What if they called that offensive foul on Kobe on Mike Bibby?
What if the Clippers never blew a 3-1 lead?
What if Paul Pierce never went to the bathroom?
You still heard the Clippers never blew a 3-1 lead. The Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. The Thunder blew a 3-1 lead.
Oh.
You said right?
Yeah.
Yeah, them niggas never looked like fucking the Golden State Warriors either.
Who?
None of them teams you named. It's a reason why when you look at these debates on social media, people hold that fucking Golden State Warriors team to a different fucking level than other fucking teams. When they try to defend LeBron, they was like, man, Jordan never versed no team like that Golden State team. So you can't try to come. So if that's the line of niggas use, you can't use that here. That Golden State team is on a whole nother level from them teams you just named. They not the same. That's like how to compare Granny Smith apples to red apples. They taste different.
I never said anything about that Golden State team.
Who you said something?
We just said something about why niggas always talking about them on 3-1 lead. Clippers were a 3-1 lead. Yeah, but they had 3-1 lead is worse than other niggas 3-1 lead. Because that team wasn't supposed to blow no 3-1 lead.
Who said that?
You don't believe so?
No. I thought the Nuggets were supposed to win the series in the first place. I didn't think the Clippers were supposed to get past the Mavericks. If they didn't,
they wasn't.
Porzingis in that game.
But they did though. So you can't use that logic. You using the what if again. They wasn't supposed to give it a man, but they did. And they fucked that up. They was not supposed to lose that fucking series.
And why y'all keep saying they blew
No, you can't say they wasn't supposed to
Maybe
lose.
the Nuggets just won the damn game.
No, that's what the media
I
wanted.
just feel like
Lakers to play so
I'm
bad.
not gonna say they didn't. I'm not gonna say they didn't win it, but I feel like the Clippers lost it themselves more than the Nuggets took it from them.
Obviously, the Nuggets do that shit a lot.
No, I think the Nuggets won that because every time they got both of y'all are right. Johnny is right because the Clippers were up by double digits in the third.
Because the only nigga that wanted it from the Clippers was Kawhi. Everybody started to choke.
But then at the same time, the Nuggets did just cut back
because
themselves.
they started to click.
You could
Because
both
they,
say you could both.
them as the Nuggets as a team was hungry.
So I agree
than
with
the
both
Clippers
sides.
as a team. Because you can see Kawhi was frustrated that he was like, yo, I can't believe this nigga Paul George bluffing. You can see it in Kawhi.
Every game was the same story from games 5 through 7.
Exactly. And that was the
That's why
problem.
Kawhi was so frustrated.
Why we this good all season and you getting busy and then when we get to the playoffs you want to bluff. And that was the thing. Nuggets as a team together were way hungrier as a
He
team.
played better as a team.
And that's what it
He
was.
played better as a team.
That's
Let's
why.
not forget
That's
that
why
they were down most of those games. They had
Yeah,
to
they
come
had to
back.
come back almost every game. Remember
That
when
was
they used to go to
every game.
halftime?
They was-
Chuck would give out his guarantee. That's how the guarantees really started. I guarantee that the Nuggets are done for this series.
And then they won that game.
All right.
That game
They're not
five.
going to win game. They're not going to win game 6. And then
Then
they down by game 20 in game 6. This series is
It's
definitely over. I guarantee. And then we come back on the
Yeah.
break. Chuck over in the corner laughing and shit because they done lost in overtime and shit. That's how the guarantees started. So like I said, again, I understand what you're saying, but in my defense, the Clippers beat themselves more than the Nuggets won them because the Clippers in almost every game had the advantage to win, and they allowed the hungriness of the Nuggets to come back and take it because nobody wanted to help Kawhi.
You see what he's saying?
I see what you're saying.
Kinda.
He'll say it, kind.
All right.
Y'all got
That shit
anything
about to
else?
split in half.
Y'all got anything else?
I
that
didn't
we done?
prevent them from beating the Mavericks in 6 or getting up 3-1 in the first place with just Kawhi.
Nah, that's Chris. That's for.
That's Chris. That's fine. Keep bluffing.
Because then Luka got hurt too, and Luka fucking basically was out that bitch on one leg trying to get busy. Like I said, it comes down to the hungriness of the team. Luka was more hungry than Kristaps was. This is my opinion.
He's right.
He shouldn't have had to go out there and work that hard. Y'all had that series, but y'all wanted it.
No, but then we're gonna be search for regular. Then had surgery, then missed the start of this season.
Nah, I'm just saying, yeah. Niggas built different, yeah. You seen the kind of injuries AI had when he played. You seen what Kobe did when he was injured. Niggas built different. He couldn't finish the game.
But all I'm saying, I'm not worried about this Brooklyn team as I was about other super teams back in.
Yeah, that's the
back
thing.
in
I'm
the-
not as worried.
I'm not
about
even
it.
worried.
I'm not.
Because I don't think they that good.
I've been
know,
watching them.
They-
I'm like, they not that as good.
Match together.
Yeah, them as a whole team is not that good. That
That's
three,
why I say it's
that
gonna
three
take-
is damn good. But
That's
the rest
why
of
it's
that
gonna take
team,
some
That's why I be
coaching.
looking. I just look at them like,
Get them
besides
to
that
win
three,
that.
where's your defense?
yeah, where's the defense at all? Because everybody want to shoot. And after they act like they contesting the shot, they already did run down the court to go post up for 3, especially TLC. That nigga plays no defense whatsoever.
None.
Regardless, if the 3 of those niggas playing, they gotta have one of them on the floor to have some type of offense generated. Because you got rid of LeVert, which was your offense, who was good as fuck. You feel me? Shorty was balling and shit. You feel me? So he was doing him. You got rid of fucking Allen, who was contributing. So it's like
That's defensive.
he was
player.
you feel me? So it's like you got rid of pieces, whereas though you could have, if anything, built around what you already had.
Well, we're done with this episode. Thank you all for tuning into this episode. Y'all heard what I said, Sports Entertainment Podcast. And I hope y'all enjoyed that debate. Y'all heard what I said.
I'm a uptown, thoroughbred, BX nigga. You heard? Done.
What you gonna do when the money call? What you gonna do when the money call? Whole different drip, this a different swag.